What's going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video. We got to talk about Baby Doge. We're just going to go over the technical analysis, and we're also going to talk about some updates to Baby Doge Swap. And also, happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there that celebrates. I know a lot of people don't celebrate it, but happy Thanksgiving to a lot of people that do celebrate it. But anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. Check out my other channel, Marsellis Travels. Link in the description, and let's get started. So first things first, let's talk about the technical analysis here with Baby Doge. As you can see, we did come all the way down here from 9Z9. So that's a level that we've all been waiting for, and it finally hit us. And now we're kind of recovering from that, and now we're like going up just a little bit. And it kind of seems like it's trying to get back up here, like I said, to this 1250 resistance all the way up here. And you can see that by that Fibonacci retracement line up there. But you can also see there is a resistance area like right before that, like a minor resistance, and more so of a less demand area, because the red area is our supply and demand, and it's supply and demand of less demand. So the fact that we have this right before our 1250 resistance kind of tells me that even if we start to go up here, I don't think that we'll just randomly pass the 1250 resistance. I actually think that there's going to be a sharper drop in the crypto market, the overall crypto market soon. So definitely prepare for that, especially when we're looking at December. There's a lot of stuff coming inside of December. And yeah, we're going to have another Fed meeting inside of December. They're probably going to raise interest rates again. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on for December. So when December comes, I'm really expecting another drop in the crypto market. So let's just let's do two scenarios, right? One scenario where going into December and around December 15th, December 14th, somewhere around there, because that's somewhere around where the Fed meeting is. I'm going to have to look at the exact date after this. But let's just hypothetically say when we have this meeting and we have all this stuff going on around the meeting, because there's a lot of stuff going on in global economics, not just America. There's a lot of stuff going all over the place. But let's just hypothetically say when Baby Doge goes from where we are now, let's just say it goes all the way up to 1250, and then we have the Fed meeting, right? And then the second scenario is we don't go up that high and we go a little bit lower, and then we have the Fed meeting after we go a little bit lower. So one scenario we go higher and then the Fed meeting comes, and then one scenario we go lower and then the Fed meeting comes. So let's talk about the higher scenario. So first of all, this higher scenario, if we go higher and the Fed meeting comes, what you would more than likely see, like I mentioned before, is going all the way up here to this 1250 resistance, right? Maybe not even getting there, maybe just stopping over here at 1180. But if we did go all the way up here to this 1250 resistance, it would look like this thing stopped all the way up here at 1250. And then boom, this circle right here is the Fed meeting. So it happens right here, and then the Fed meeting happens. And then when that happens, then you're going to see Baby Doge going all the way back down and losing all of these gains and going all the way back down to 9Z9, right? And I don't believe it'll stop at 9Z9, but let's just say for the sake of this scenario that it stops around 9Z9, right? And then possibly going down even further, right? And that's the first scenario where we are bullish leading up to the Fed meeting, and then we just crash. Because as you can see here, the crypto market has did a little bit of a recovery, 16.5K. It's not a full recovery, but it recovered just a little bit from the previous drop. So as you can see, everything is trying to recover, but now it's more like sideways movement from here, which is a good indication that we're probably about to have a drop in the crypto market again. And that's why I want to look at this second scenario as well. So let's talk about this second scenario now. Remember, the second scenario is where we, go down before the Fed meeting. Fed meeting happens, and then the Fed meeting causes us to go down even further. So yeah, that's the one a lot of people don't want to look at, but it's the one that you want to pay attention to, because you always want to be prepared for the worst. So if the best happens, you're not disappointed and you're happy, and if the worst happens, you already knew it's going to happen. So let's just talk about it like from that perspective. So this is the scenario that I'm looking more so towards, going down a little bit further down to 9Z9, right? And then eventually, by December 14th, December 13th, being somewhere around 9Z9, having an increase, trading sideways for a little bit, going down there. So look, that could look like that. It could go straight down to 9Z9 from here, or it could go up here to 1180 and then slowly but surely inch its way back down to 9Z9, right? And see, either way it happens, we're still going to have that Fed meeting around December 14th, somewhere around there. And then we're still going to have a decrease in the crypto market around that time. So like I said, going down to 99, and then from there, what you want to look at is 97, and I'll tell you why. But first, let's go down here and mark our area for 97. A lot of people don't want to see it going down this low, but let's be completely honest, this is an area that we've hit before, and it's the support that comes after 99. So first is the 99 area, the 99 support, and then boom, we go down to 97 from here. So that's what we're looking at over here after the Fed meeting. Now, if you scroll all the way over here and look at where Baby Doge was before, that is how I got this 97 support. So as you can see, all the way back here, we had really good support down here at 97. The second we hit it, we had a recovery and started to bounce back up. Now, I'm not saying that we will recover the second we hit it, but I am saying that there is a possibility that if we do hit 97, it could bounce back up. But if it doesn't, then what you got to look for, a lot of people don't want to look this far back because, we all we want to see is gains here, but you have to be smart about this. 96 is also a support. So going all the way back here, 13th of September 2021, you can see back here 96. The second we hit that, we started to become bullish inside of Baby Doge. So our resistance then becomes our support. Resistance becomes support, and then our support, once we go down below that support, it then becomes our resistance. So we can see here that this was our resistance here back on 13th of September of 2021. And then we actually broke past 96. So we know that 96 is our support after 97. And then we can also see back here that 94 is then our support after 96. So I know a lot of people don't want to look that far back and don't want to see Baby Doge going that low, but we have to look at it like this. If we're going to be bearish for all of 2023, we need to expect to continue to go down lower from here. And we can't just look at it like, oh, we're going to stop at 99 or we're going to stop at 97. We just can't stop there, because if we're going down for a full year of next year, it's not even next year yet, and we're already hitting 99. If it's not even next year, 2023, and we're already bouncing off 99, what do you think we're going to be early 2023? What do you think we're going to be mid 2023? What do you think we're going to be towards the end of 2023? So we got to look at it like that, because we're still in a recession here. So this is the 97 that we marked up here, right? And then, like I said, we have a 96 support right after that 97 support. And then after these two supports, we then have 94. Now, 94, I do not think that we're going to go below that, me personally. And for anyone who doesn't know, if I say 9Z, that's 9 zeros and then a 6 at the end, or 9 zeros and then a 7 at the end, 9 zeros and then a 9 at the end. You get the drift, because there's just too many zeros. So this is what I mean. 9 zeros over here, and then boom. Obviously, this is 8 zeros, so this is 8Z112, right? This is 8Z1, or for better terms, 8Z112. And then if there was an extra zero, that would then be 9Z112, right? If it was at the 112 area back there. But anyways, well, this is exactly what I'm talking about here. A lot of people do not want to see it go below this, but look, this is the Fed meeting right here. This support at 9Z7, bringing us down there. So if we hit 9Z7 inside of mid-December of this year, where do you think we're going to be the beginning of next year? And it could increase. The price could increase by the beginning of next year, right? Because after a large drop, we could see the crypto market just recover from there, or try to recover, right? So you could see it hit 9Z7 and then do a recovery now to 8Z1, and see then 8Z1, and then becomes our resistance, kind of like how 1250 is our resistance now. So you see how our resistance levels keep getting lower and lower and lower. That means our highs are getting lower and lower and lower. So then what we're really looking towards here, after we get rejected up here, because we all know we're in a recession and nothing's going good for the global economics or the crypto market. But like I said, this is the beginning of June or January up here of next year, and then boom, you could even see it continue to drop. So look, December we hit this and possibly recover going into January, and then boom, going back down, leading into mid next year, and then boom again, 9Z6 somewhere around there, and then by the end of next year, it could possibly even see 9Z4. A lot of people don't want to see it doing this, but we have to be realistic here. Anything could happen at this point. Anything could happen, especially with the way crypto has been moving. This is a possibility. So you always want to be prepared for the worst. Don't even prepare for the best, prepare for the worst. So there's a few things you need to do here to make sure that you're not over leveraged, to make sure that you're not worried about this at all. Because if you're worried about the prices of Baby Doge, then you're doing the wrong things. And I'll tell you exactly why. First of all, you never want to invest more than you're willing to lose, right? Second of all, never invest more than 1% of your money into one asset, right? Never put more than 1% of your money into one asset. So that means your whole net worth. Like if you have $10,000, then you want to stop at $100 inside of crypto. And I know it might sound a little outlandish out there. You know, a lot of people are way over leveraged, but yeah, if you have $10,000, do not put more than 100. If you have $20,000, do not put more than 200. Right? And everyone has a different risk tolerance, whether it's 1% of your portfolio or whether it's 10% of your portfolio. Me personally, I'm in between 1% and 10%. I was at 10%, but I deleveraged a little bit because I am traveling around the world, so that I went a little bit lower. But that's just to say you never want to have more than what you're willing to lose. I'm not worried about any of these prices because the money I have in there, I'm not worried about losing it. So I am only worried about buying points. So what I'm looking at are these levels inside of Baby Doge from 9Z7, 9Z6, 9Z4. I'm looking at these as buying opportunities, not like, oh wow, we're going so low, I need to sell. Like, no, you don't want to be in a position where you're worried whether or not you're trying to buy or sell, but you always want to be at a point where you're just calm about it, you're chill. The crypto market could go to zero tomorrow. Everyone could lose everything and you're cool with it. So that's how you want to be inside of crypto. That's the best way to be. Whenever you have too much money, you get a little bit emotional and you start to lose money because you start to sell. And then the crypto market increases. And then you're like, oh man, I got out at the wrong time. And then you buy as it increases. And then it starts to sell off again. And that's how a lot of people lose their money in crypto. But anyways, this is just the method that I'm using. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. This is just how I'm doing it personally. Now, going over to Bitcoin, we got to look at Bitcoin as well because you can see Bitcoin is now hitting this support, but there's actually a lot of bullish signals here. So this is why I said there's a scenario number one and scenario number two for Baby Doge. Now, obviously, scenario number two is worst case scenario, but scenario number one that I gave first, where leading up into the December Fed meeting, we increased to 1250, and then we drop back down to 9Z9, and then go a little bit lower, which helps us because we're not just going straight down, we're going up first. That could be the likely scenario, but I always like to look for the worst case scenario. That's why I gave you scenario two, which is the worst case scenario. But scenario one could happen. So this is why it could happen. First of all, Bitcoin is hitting a support over here, right? And the support that Bitcoin is hitting is 16.5K. Now, 16.5K is a good support because you can see on the green areas for our supply and demand, it's showing we have more demand in this area. And it's also showing that it's a high activity area for institutional investors, dark pools, and large whales, meaning when it gets down to 16.5K, large whales like to get in on Bitcoin at this price, 16.5K, 16.4K. They like to get in on it at that price. And if they wait for it to go any lower, then another price they also like to get in on is down here at 16.2K. But this area is more of a moderate activity area. If it goes below 16.2K, whales are looking at it like, we're going to wait a little bit. But there's still high demand here, meaning that retail traders are also buying around 16.2K. There's still high demand around 16.2K. And if you go down here, you can see we still have demand, but now the institutional interest is kind of out the window and it's all retail traders trying to get in around 15.8K. So you can see where I'm going with this. Either way, we have a lot of demand areas for our supply and demand here. But if we go below 15.8K and we start inching closer and closer to 15.5K, there's very low activity for institutional investors, little to none. And then you have over here a very lightly shaded area, meaning that even the retail traders are looking at it like, there's not too much demand here for us. So after 15.5K, that's when you start to, raise your eyebrows like, maybe we're going to continue to go a little bit lower. People don't want to get in. But you see there's all these high demand areas showing that we may actually have an increase leading into December, meaning we could go back up to 17K or even quite possibly 18K going into December. And also another thing you want to watch out here for is the oscillator. The oscillator is showing us that we're having a bullish signal because look, the selling is slowing down here on the oscillator. You can even see it here. The selling is slowing down. We hit the support once here, twice here, and we still haven't went below that support, showing that the selling is now slowing down. That's a bullish signal. So we also see over here, there's a supply and demand of less demand all the way up here at 17.1K. And when we look at 17.1K, it does show there's less demand, but it's a very low area. So it might be a little bit hard for us to get past 17.1K. But going over here to the 4-hour chart though, it'll show you something a little bit different. So you have the 17.1K, a little hard to get past, but it's possible. But then when you look over here at the 4-hour chart, you're now seeing that we have up here 18.2K as our resistance. So it's going to be a lot harder for us to get past 18.2K. On top of that, we have high activity expected around 20K. So even if we start to go up here and we actually get up to 20K, there's high activity around pretty much high activity around a low demand area for our supply and demand, meaning that it's high selling activity from institutional investors, dark pools, large whales. Large whales, they're trying to get out around 20K. So what they're trying to do, they're trying to put in all their money right now and pump the market up so then they can get it all the way up to 18K or 20K and sell out on you around those levels. So that's really what they're trying to do. But like I said, they're not putting more than what they're willing to lose. So if it doesn't do this, they're fine. They're just going to sell it, cut their losses, and let it go back down. But yeah, they're really just trying to manipulate the market. Now, when you look at the oscillator, it also shows that we are overbought. We're coming off of an overbought area for the 4-hour chart, meaning selling is about to happen. So when I say this sparingly, meaning that we're probably going to go up, but we're going to go up for a very short period of time, and then it's immediately back down because we are way overbought right now. So even if we do continue to go up a little bit higher, we still have a long ways to go down. So anyways, that's pretty much what I got here for Bitcoin, but you get the flow, you get the drift, you know what's going on here. Now, as for the 1 week chart, we all know already, 10K support. Everyone's been talking about 10K Bitcoin. I've been talking about it for about a year now, and you can actually watch my videos. I always show this same support level, and yeah, 10K Bitcoin, 10 to 14K Bitcoin is going to be a reality. So we definitely want to prepare for that. But like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. But let's go over a few other things here at Baby Doge. Now that we got all the technicals for Baby Doge and Bitcoin out, let's talk about the holders. Now we have 1,641,437 holders. That's a pretty good amount of holders. And then over here, you can see that we're now getting a new option on Baby Doge Swap to share our farms. So we're going to have shareable farms, just meaning that you can share, I guess, what you're doing on your farms, what you got going on over there, and you can share them on social media. So that's pretty cool. Share your farms and pools with one click, just to show, I guess, what you have in Baby Doge Swap, and I guess it's good for the people there. Now, also, since we don't have to share the farms yet, here's my farms. I'm going to share them with you. So yeah, I have $9.07 inside rewards coming out the 7.8 million Baby Doge, and liquidity is at 2.9 million, and the APR is at 82%. If you see over here, I'm not over leveraged here. I have only $79 in there, and I'm farming with $79 at $9 inside of rewards. And this is just the Baby Doge that I have staked, and then that's only $79. And then I have more Baby Doge inside my Ledger wallet and on my Trust wallet. So I got a good amount, but I'm not over leveraged. But anyways, this is pretty much my my farming rewards. This has been about a month of rewards, so I'm pretty happy with that. I always like to put this in a macro scale. If I have I have $79, but I'm just gonna round it up to 80. I put 89 in there, but I have $80, right? Let's say $800 was in there. This would be $90 inside of a month, right? And then let's say that I had $1,000 in there. Then this would be $900 for a month. But then you also got to look at the crypto market going down. So you're still losing money, but then you're getting it back in rewards. So then when the bull market comes, you have all these extra coins and you're going to have way more money. So that's pretty much what that is. And then over here, you can see Baby Doge Swap at 150. So we're at rank 150 right now. So that's 27.65 million in total value locked. That's pretty good right here. And then if you look at Sheep is now down to 195 with $18.22 million locked. So we are beating Sheep by a good amount. And a lot of these other DeFi apps and DeFi exchanges, they're still going down while Baby Doge Swap is still going up. Look at this. We're up 6.86% in the last 7 days. In the last 30 days, we're up about 6.57%. So we're doing fairly well here inside the crypto market. So big shout out to the whole Baby Doge army. Big shout out to everybody for just everything. Big shout out to the whole Baby Doge army. But anyways, this is all I got for you all today. Definitely hit that like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section, and also let me know what you all want me to go over next. And definitely check out my other channel, Marsellis Travels. I'm out here inside of Sao Paulo, Brazil, if you want to check that out. And as always, I'll be back with another video.